So hi guys, hoping that you're doing well. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you to my YouTube channel right here, Nutrition by Janice. Kindly subscribe and make sure you're sharing this link so that people will get hold of whatever we are going to discuss today. Yes, and today our topic is how to lose weight naturally. I'm going to give you tips on how to lose weight actually. They are about 12 that I've prepared for you today because I love you. I want you to lose your weight and be fit. Yeah. And so, number one tip without wasting time, we are just going to discuss with you. Number one tip we have, do not skip breakfast actually. So when you skip breakfast, you find that your body is missing out on some essential nutrients that you need, and then with that you will find yourself during the day, maybe you are so hungry, and that one can tempt you to overeat actually, to take more snacks. And remember, the snacks have a lot of calories, which will end up making you to add more weight. So tip number one, please make sure you are writing somewhere, do not skip breakfast. Tip number two, ensure that you do not burn foods. What is burning foods? Burning foods, for example, let's say you are a lover of chapati, for example, and maybe you think that when you stop eating chapati, that is when you are going to cut your weight. But no, I came to tell you, do not burn your weight, because when you not burn your weight, but burn food. If you skip on this chapati, if you don't eat the chapati that you love, that means that you're going to create more space of cravings of chapati. And the time you'll get hold of that chapati, you will eat it like you will just do it extra than normal, the way you usually eat. And that one will make you to add more weight because you will be accumulating more calories in your body. And then number three, we have, make sure you're eating fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables, they contain a lot of fiber, and they also contain the vitamins and minerals that your body requires. And when you eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, it means that there is some less space for you to accumulate calories inside your body with the proteins and the carbohydrates actually. So when you make sure that you're increasing the fruits and the vegetables that you're consuming, it means that you will consume less of the calories, which will help you to lose the weight. And then point number four, let's go to eating high fibric foods. Fibric foods, I mean foods that are more or high in fiber. So fiber gives you three essential, or rather important, nutrients in your body. Number one, fiber contains vitamins and minerals. And then the fiber itself. Fiber helps you to lose calories and to burn calories inside your body, and therefore you will end up losing weight. And let's go to number five. We have, for those people who love taking alcohol, some take wine in the excuse that wine is not alcohol. Let me tell you one thing, that wine contains more calories, sometimes equivalent and compared to the chocolates and the snacks, maybe the biscuits, the crisps that you usually take. So if you are a taker of wine, if you are a taker of spirits, if you are a taker of these beverages that you call energy drinks, they contain a lot of calories, and that is why you add on your weight without knowing. Sometimes you'll get to wonder, I only took a glass of wine. Do you know that a glass of wine, maybe when you look at the calories that are contained in the chocolates that we love eating, most of the ladies like me, it's actually equivalent. The calories are almost equivalent. So that means you are creating more calories inside your body, and therefore you'll never lose weight. And then I don't know, are we number 5 or number 6? So the next one is make sure when you go for shopping, you look at the calories of every snack, or rather any food that you're carrying to take home. Because we usually go to the supermarket, we just take soda, we don't look at what is inside that soda. We just take chocolates, of course. We just take the energy drink, you don't even look at the number of calories, you know. And then let me tell you, any food, all foods, they contain the nutrition content. So that's why it is there. When you look at every food that is consumed, they contain the number of calories that they are contained inside there. For example, when you take a packet of biscuit from the supermarket, they contain the number of calories, or rather the kilojoules. So it is important for you to check whatever you are going to consume. And then another one, it is exercise. When it comes to exercise, I always advise that you go to the exercise that you feel more comfortable about, or rather being active. If you are not that person of morning run, why wake up yourself early in the morning trying to run because people are running to cut weight? If you know you can walk, there are some people who can walk rather than running, doing these morning runs. So just wake up. Make sure when you're going for job, instead of, if it is not just far away, instead of using a matatu, you can just opt to walk. Of course, you can walk to work if it is a place where walking is reasonable. Don't walk because I said you walk. And then another one, there are these people that are used to working. For example, there are people who love doing more of manual work than office work. It's a nice one. It's a good exercise. When you are doing that manual work, for example, those people who do mujengo, that one is enough exercise. Because when you are lifting those heavy stones, you are doing that exercise, and that is helping you to burn calories, and it is helping you to lose weight, to acquire that weight that you desire. And then we also have skipping meals. Please do not skip any meal, because if you skip any meal, you will get more hungrier, because there are nutrients that your body has already missed out on, and then it is trying to use that. When you are hungry, your body wants to eat more. So when you are eating more, it means you are accumulating and accommodating extra calories in your body, and then you will end up not losing weight. And then let's go to drinking a lot of water, plenty of water. Let me specify, there's another video that I talked about taking fluids, and I came to realize that also beverages are fluids, and then we also have these energy drinks. They are also fluids, including wine and spirit and alcohol, whatever. And so, let me be specific. Not every fluid that you take inside your body is important and maybe will act as water. So, whatever you're supposed to do is avoid taking these beverages, avoid taking these caffeinated drinks, of course. Because when you look at the nutrient content, the calories that they carry, they are even more than the food maybe that you consume. And that is where you get to, that is the trick of you gaining weight. You get to wonder you're not eating food, you stop eating the githeri that you love, and instead of you losing weight, you are adding more weight. So those are the reasons as to why you find yourself, you are trying to lose weight, you are just taking the energy drinks, and instead of eating food, instead of losing weight, you are growing more and you are gaining more weight. And then I am talking about water. Let me give you a tip about water. Do you know that it takes 20 minutes for your stomach to tell your brain that it is full? So whenever you are eating, make sure that you drink like at least a glass of water 20 minutes or rather 30 minutes before you take your meal. Or by the time you are full, instead of taking all the food, Just take a small portion of food, and then make sure before you finish eating, you take a glass of water. That one is one way to make you be full, because the water will occupy the space that the food was supposed to occupy inside your stomach, and then that one will help you to lose weight. And then another thing, you can also reduce, you can use a smaller plate. If you used to eat with a big plate, you can also reduce the size of the plate that you eat, so that you can make sure you are serving some smaller food than the one you used to eat. Let me give you an example with the chapati. Actually, I'm a lover of chapati, and that's why I'm using this example so much. And it is not wrong, it is not bad, it is not a sin, loving chapati. So, for example, if you eat 5 chapatis, you can do it gradually. You can reduce it gradually. So, what you do, you try eating 4 chapatis instead of 5. The next time you are eating chapati, you make sure at least you reduce 2. Make sure you are eating at least 3 chapatis instead of 4. The next time you are reducing, you make sure you remove this 1 chapati and you just consume 2. With that, you will enable your stomach to grow small, and with time it will adapt, of course. And once your stomach adapts on that, you will find yourself able to feed without any problems. And then another thing is avoid the snacks. Avoid eating high caloric foods. Let me give you an example of high caloric foods that we love eating. When you go to the supermarket, you want to eat that chapati, you want to eat that chicken, and instead of removing the inaitwaje, skin ya chicken yenye ina contain a lot of fats, you end up consuming everything. You're there eating ice creams ziko pale, they contain calories, you know. Those people who love soda, do you know that soda is empty calories? And once it gets into the stomach, it is just like this alcohol that you take and maybe some wines. It goes direct into the system. It is not digested because it doesn't have any calories to be digested. Actually, it doesn't have any nutrients to be digested, so it goes direct into your system, and it is converted into fats, which are stored in your adipose tissues. So you find yourself gaining a lot of weight, you know. So avoid these snacks like chips. Avoid snacks like crisps that are salted. Instead, you can just take these unsalted oats, unsalted these snacks that you find in the supermarket. Avoid taking a lot of biscuits. Just avoid, instead of taking biscuits, make sure you are taking like bread. And where also bread has a lot of calories actually. Instead of taking this white bread, you can opt for taking this brown bread, because brown bread is it has a high satiety than this white bread. Actually, when you compare, when you are taking brown bread, you might end up taking 2 slices of brown bread, but when you are taking this white bread, you can even go up to 6, you know, which are so many calories. And then you can also take pasta instead of taking this white rice, you know. And then avoid also adding some blueband in your food. That is a way of reducing the fats. You don't need to go to the gym, use your energy, uinue vyuma, sijui ufanye nini, do all these things. No. In fact, hiyo ni kutesa mwili yako in a way. While we have tips and ways of you losing weight without even straining yourself. You don't need to strain yourself for you to lose weight. And so,